Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone.
Shoot her now.
Difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Caldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Oh my.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
Gosh, this place is gorgeous. Also, bet you didn't know, my frame rate cap is at 120 now. I don't remember setting that. This is giving us a lot of insight. Insight I didn't think I would get in this game. Ooh, this place is... They did a good job making this spoopy. I tell you what. What?
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
What?
We were just playing.
Young Lady Jessie, what is your account?
It was her! Delilah's life. She broke it.
If any of this is true, this changes things. Like, significantly.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn. My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
So essentially, all right, let's walk through.
Hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
Right? Like, that's the trick here. So if any of that is true, then Delilah herself is technically out on her own revenge scheme. She was also dishonored, basically, and she is trying to take back what she thinks is hers.
When I was young, the loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them.
He did.
He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
So far, not going too well for young Lady Emily here. Are we good? Is this real life? Or is this a fantasy?
I'm with you, even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Man, this game is so good. Okay, is that new? That looks new. Still have all those. I didn't bring a souvenir back from the void. Should have. I doubt the outsider would have liked that, but he can go stick
For
it.
a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Let's talk to her first.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
Cool. And what does this say? Dear Dr. Hypatia, I couldn't be happier about the news you gave me. The people here in the Dust District desperately, need someone like you. I understand that you cannot see patients in Addermire anymore, and that it's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. I'll arrange something, and we'll find you a safe place to hide and give free consultations, as you suggested. I'll send word about it via the Miners Family Committee and some friends I have at the Silver Peak newspaper. Welcome back to the city. Huh. Okay, then. There's nothing there. There's nothing here. We always give it a good look around. In fact, you know what? We're also gonna... Okay. I'm gonna pull this out. Yeah, just making sure. Just making sure, okay? How do I put my... At F.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost.
He's got weird...
Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Emily did for me, freeing me from that
Delilah
place.
Copperspoon. Or is it Caldwin?
I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Yeah, that was a cool little conversation.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
I see that. They're weird and they're
Delilah
moving.
has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Well then. Is there anything to investigate here? There was this letter. Dear patrons, due to an alarming increase in the mite population and with the full knowledge and approval of Duke Capella himself, the Royal Conservatory will remain closed for the foreseeable future. Our apologies. It's too late to apologize. Just a mine, which I already have, but what I need is some crossbow bolts. I don't know. Don't ask. Crossbow bolts? No? No? Good? No crossbow bolts? Okay, that's cool. This is book. Alright.
There's a spark in your eye.
There's something in my eye.
Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
Surprises me too.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Is it a sand skiff or a water skiff? That changes things. That's a fish. Well, actually it's more like it's definitely a fish because it has scales, but it looks more like a shark. Spoopy. Oh wait, what's back over here? Interesting. I don't have access to that part of the ship. That's scary. Oh no, that's my room. Oh wait, is that how I normally... No, this is how I go downstairs. Where does that room go then? Just gonna give it a good look. Oh. Stupid things. I'll take the incendiaries though. We appear to be getting new cargo. Is there anything else down here? I mean, we really gotta clean these rats. There we go. It's like they wanted to remind you that the game is Dishonored. Oh yeah, here's some rats. It's like the way that they've done that. Rats. Is there anything upstairs? There is a book. That's her notebook. I've seen many storm clouds gather only to disperse in an hour's time. I've seen mysterious waves in the distance, towering high like hills. They were only a ripple by the time they reached the boat. Things aren't right. They never have been, but at least everything's held at the center for a long while now. Now I worry all the time for me, for Anton, for everything. I should quit, disappear again. Anyone else would, I think. Self-preservation is only natural. I could take my boat and go anywhere, be anybody, be nobody again. I'd like that. I've had many different lives. Could I start a new one now? How many more do I have left? I'm so tired. I wish I could sleep and wake up as somebody else. No, you don't. I've done that. It's not... Was this always open? Was it? Can I get up there? Interesting. Still won't let me pilot the boat. That's a shame. Choo choo. I do want to jump down there. Look around. Let's hop down there real quick. She is going to the skiff. I hear her. But is there any... Like, if there were any darts in that, that would be great. That goes back into his room. Just gonna appreciate this for a moment. Like, this is... Ooh, over there looks interesting. Is that like a quarry? It's very interesting. What's all that? There's another boat. A couple more boats. There's a boat over there. There's birds. Those birds are flying in space. In place. This right here, this reminds me of Los Santos, GTA 5. All right, I think that's everything here. We can continue on. Oh. New travelogue entry. Oh, I forgot about these. I do want to read this. I will. Sokolov is safe. I rescued Sokolov. The man spent years serving my family, educating me in both intellectual subjects and body humor. Bawdy humor. And now a small part of what I owe him has been repaid. I'm just sorry I can't offer him more comfortable accommodations. The dreadful whale, dank and cramped as it is our home for now. He's been living there with Megan for years, but in his current condition, I wish we could make him more comfortable. I was able to stop Kieran Jindosh. His weaponized mind won't be a threat now. His thoughts scattered and his memories destroyed, by his own device, no less. When Sokolov is feeling better, maybe he'll have an opinion on whether I did the right thing or not by killing Jindosh outright. Anyway, it's a relief to know that the last Clockwork soldiers remaining in the Empire are the only ones there will ever be. Delilah in the Void. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this was more than a dream. I was in the Void. Somehow Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or fabrication. She spoke of my grandfather, Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin. History says was a man of honor who served his people, but Delilah showed me all his promises unfulfilled and those easy lies, and all those easy lies. Unfulfilled, all those easy lies. Interesting. And she showed me my mother, Jessamine, as I imagined her, spoiled and petty, entitled, and finally a great injustice. Delilah's mother dying in a debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from the lies? Brianna Ashworth is my next target. Brianna Ashworth, I only know her by reputation. Born in the Dunwall aristocracy. She's a sculptor and the curator of the Royal Conservatory in Karnaca. One of Delilah's lieutenants, maybe her closest confidant. They share a taste for the occult while being held. Sokolov overheard conversations about a strange device being constructed under Ashworth's supervision. The, how did he pronounce that again? Oraculum. Something more convoluted than clockwork killing machines, but every bit as dangerous, no doubt. I think an after-hours visit to the conservatory will give me the answers that I need. Let's do it.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's go.
While held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth. An architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall, Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. She is building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna Ashworth must be eliminated. Now, I see these two guards here, and I'm going, I don't ever remember seeing Asian guards so far in the game. The guy on the left, right? It's surprising because so far the characterizations of Dishonored have been very European in nature.
There will be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Okay.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah, which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember,
that's good.
If she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Man, you're so cool, Megan. Okay. Let's give it a look-see, just to make sure that there's D. That's a big D. That D is very big. Are these people good people or are these people bad people? Hello? It's great safe.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My clients
Got some weird
prefer to
shadow
keep it zero,
issues.
adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a River Crush show to use as a mashup. Because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
The
Man's got a point. I like that they're just like instantly resupplying me. I need a black market though. Oh.
We don't want you.
I tripped. Whoops.
Hello?
What?
Anybody?
Nope, nobody.
Don't maybe search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
You don't want to search the whole place, buddy.
I don't like that. Better have a look.
Shh, Betty. Shh. And remember, no more reloads. At least none that are so blatant as that last one. I see the... Okay, it's over there. We're just gonna put this guy here. He should be good there, right? And I would need to go this way. And oop.
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person. Time to pay the price if you want to live.
All those valuable art. Welcome.
There's something going on out there. I don't care.
Welcome to my shop. Say, and a
Dang it. I do kind of want
acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in a...
You want it? You want to come at me, bros? I don't know what's happening. I'm poisoned, I think. Right. A howler. Ooh, I can loot that howler. I can loot that howler. It was the one-legged howler. All right, there we go. Look at that. No more reload. That's how that happened, because I couldn't have taken the other guys out.
Don't worry, we are perfectly safe in my shop. What a pleasant surprise to see you again.
Magnetized bullet briefly disrupts clockwork. So that is awesome. I also got something else there.
For upgrading your equipment.
Stinging bolt enables black market shops to sell bolts that sting, causing enemies to flee. It's pretty cool. Hardened bolt, greater damage, and howling
Since
bolt.
the conservatory was closed.
Yes, it was. So let's upgrade stuff. I don't know quite what I want to upgrade yet. I mean, two charges out of those is really good.
To wrap it for you, I suppose.
So that gives it 3 charges.
I'm certain you'll be satisfied with your purchase.
Done and done. Okay, gear. I have 3 of 10. I really need these.
Excellent choice.
I have 3 of 3. I will buy one of the... Ooh, what's that? Safe combination. Get the rune. Buy... I think 2 of those will be fine. I have 520. I'm sure I'll find more bolts. That's probably not useful. So let's go to upgrades.
You want blueprints for better weaponry.
And I'm not going to use the gun yet. Actually, to be honest, magnetized bullets does sound pretty cool. But I'm not sure how many clockwork soldiers I'm going to come across here. So maybe, just maybe, I will upgrade this instead. Now I can carry 15, which is quite good. Ooh, new mission clue. Let's take a look at it.